How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis, and it's the Christmas event for 2015 in Old School RuneScape. I'm currently not logged in because I just wanted to show you we've once again got the Christmas background and we've got the Christmas music if we have that enabled. Currently I don't have it enabled, but I should be playing just it silently throughout this entire video. That and a few other well-known RuneScape themes. So without any further ado, let's quickly get in game. So I'm currently dressed up for rune crafting, so I'm just going to run to my bank, grab out my, what I would call probably regular event clothes, which are I've got a lederhosen hat and prince tunic and my flared trousers. I usually grab on and put on an amulet of glory and probably sort of graceful gear, so where's my boots of lightness? Now I'm ready for the event. This one is in Falador, so I'm going to grab myself a teleport and we'll meet there. Okay, so I'm at Falador Castle. In resizable mode, it's looking huge. It's really impressive. I don't think I've actually been here since resizable. Anyway, or I have, actually. I did some quests here recently, but I just didn't really take it in. Anyway, if we go in, we'll notice a nice sort of snow effect, or at least a sort of whiter effect. Here we go, there's the snow. Hopefully that doesn't hurt your eyes too much. These effects in Old School RuneScape, they're nice because obviously you get to see a nice effect. However, they can be a little crude because the whole game's graphics I would consider somewhat crude. But at least you can see what it is, and that's all you really need from a game. Anyway, let's start off by talking to Santa Claus. He says,
"Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!"
"Happy Christmas, Santa. What are you doing here?"
"It's too dangerous for me out there while Anti-Santa is on the loose. The White Knights are keeping me here until it's safe. At this rate, I'll miss Christmas altogether."
Is there anything I can do to help?"
"Well, if we knew what Anti-Santa was up to, we could get a step ahead and put an end to his holiday ruining shenanigans once and for all."
"Well, perhaps I could find out what he's planning."
"That would certainly be helpful, but it won't be an easy task. Anti-Santa isn't going to reveal his plans to anybody. You'll have to earn his trust first. First, however, you'll have to find him."
"Any ideas where I should start looking?"
"The White Knight spies have narrowed down the search to somewhere within Varrock. You should try looking there."
"Okay, I'll report once I know more." So, after chatting with Santa, you find out you've got to go to Varrock to try and infiltrate Anti-Santa's gang and hopefully find out his plans so you can get a step ahead of him. Let's quickly get to Varrock and see if we can find Anti-Santa. So as we enter Varrock, I cannot really see any signs of Anti-Santa straight away. However, the Christmas tree is back, which is wonderful to see. I believe they've done this every year in Old School RuneScape, or at least I think they did it last year, definitely. Potentially the year before as well. We've only really had, I think this is the third Christmas with Old School. That would make sense because the game had its 2-year birthday this year. It's probably got 2 months to go for another. So until its 3rd-year birthday, so that should be happening soon. Anyway, let's have a bit of a run around Varrock to see if we can find Anti-Santa. I'm gonna try first of all the suburbs and then the palace. Whilst running through Varrock, I noticed a few really nice things which were part of the event and some things which were just part of Varrock in general. Well, the first thing is obviously all the snow. They added snow to the entire event area, which I thought was a really nice touch. Secondly, I noticed that there was a small smithing shop just south of the eastern bank, and it's one that no one ever uses. I suppose it's because there's that much closer smithing shop right next to the western bank, but it's really nice to just spot those small little huts where you think, wow, I could use that, and no one else is going to be using it. It's going to be really nice and quiet. Additionally, I also spotted as I was running around that they added a Santa hat on Romeo from the Romeo and Juliet quest, which I thought was quite funny. Finally, after going through all the suburbs of Varrock, I went all the way up to Varrock Palace to see if he was there. And it turns out he's at the top of Varrock Palace. So if we just spin around, we can just see the bottom of the Varrock Palace courtyard. And yeah, so that's where he is. Let's go off and talk to him.
"What are you doing up here? Get out of my sight before I lock you up with the palace guards.
Wait, I'm not here to cause trouble. I want to help.
What makes you think I possibly need the help of some mortal fool?
Well, I've grown sick of Christmas and all it embodies.
Ah, finally, someone else who sees through the cheerful facade. But what exactly do you want to do, mortal?
Well, really, I seek to shatter the illusion of hope that this holiday embodies.
Maybe there's a flicker of malignancy within you after all. We shall see how you fare on your first assignment.
My first assignment?
I'll fill you in on the details once you've got necessary supplies. You'll need a vial from the crate just over there.
So, after persuading Auntie Santa that you're actually someone that hates Christmas, which isn't too hard, if you remember the previous holiday events with Auntie Santa, he sort of always rates about how he hates it, and just sort of say the things he usually says. Anyway, if we go to the crate, we'll grab ourselves a vial, and we can find out what our assignment is. I've got the vial, now what?
I need you to fill it with the tears of the innocent. The children of Varrock will make perfect candidates.
Making children cry? How is that going to help?
Let me worry about that. You just bring me back those tears.
Upsetting children during the holiday season. That's easier said than done.
Use the presents I've prepared over there. I'm sure they'll get little brats crying in no time.
Let's quickly get the presents for the children. I don't know how many we can take or how many we even need. We potentially might even need a few more vials if we can. No, you can only get the one vial. However, I find it kind of interesting that this top tower has the Varrock Palace guards and Auntie Santa has locked them in. It's quite amusing. Let's go back down to Varrock Center and try and make these children cry. It's a bit sad, really. Hopefully we can make it up to them later on. So I'm going to go over to the first happy child that I see in the general store and have a chat with her.
Merry Christmas.
What are you so happy about?
It's Christmas. Santa's going to bring me all the presents I wish for.
Santa doesn't bring presents to naughty kids like you.
But I've been good.
So I'm going to try and give her an anti-present at this moment in time. That's not what it says on Santa's list. This is the only present you'll be getting this year. The child burst into tears when they opened the present to find it contains a lump of coal. That's quite weird. And if we can use a vial of tears on the crying child, hopefully we can get some tears for our vial. Wonderful. So we've got tears 1. Potentially we have to talk to the same child or find 3 other children to fill it up. Yes, you have to find other children because when they start crying you can't give them another present and try and make them even more sad. That would just be crazy. Let's go and find some of the other children. So throughout Varrock, I managed to spot 5 children. Now at this point in the video, I only spotted 4, and I'll point out the 5th one later on. You might notice him just throughout this video. Anyway, so go to any of these children really, and you've got to try and upset them enough with the present that you can collect their tears. Once you've done enough to completely fill the vial, which is 4 children, you can go back to Varrock Palace to go and talk to Auntie Santa and see what the next step in his plan is.
Great work! I knew you'd have it in you. Give me a moment to purify these tears, and we can continue.
Auntie Santa takes the vial and absorbs a sorrowful essence from the liquid within.
I've purified the tears into this sorrowful solution. All you have to do is pour it into the machine over there.
Okay, so let's do what he says. We've got the vial of sorrow. We'll use it on Auntie Santa's machine and see what happens. You pour the purified tears into the machine. The blizzard lets out a howl of sorrow. Whoa! So, a bunch of frosty snakelings, frosty spiders all spawned. It's quite interesting. They really like using that snakeling model. Hideous creatures emerge from the frost. Okay, so it looks like we're spawning some weird creatures. Presumably this is part of his plan.
Finally, my army of sorrow brought to life.
Those creatures are made from the tears that I collected?
Precisely. The sadness harvest from those tears has manifested into beings of pure sorrow. Nothing will be able to stop them.
What are you planning to do with them?
I will prepare them for battle, and when the time is right, we shall storm the White Knight's castle. You have proven your inner malevolence, and earned this reward.
So, at the moment I have now earned my black Santa hat. Presumably the inverted one will be given by Santa on the next part when we go and stop Anti-Santa's evil plans. But it's nice to see this black Santa hat in game. I believe that RuneScape 3 got one or 2 years ago, and they were talking about it in Old School RuneScape for quite a while. I believe there was a black Santa that we could kill as an event. Then again, that might have been RuneScape 3 again. Let's go back to Falador and have a chat with Santa.
Welcome back. What have you discovered?
Let me start from the beginning. I found Anti-Santa on the roof of Varrock Palace. And then the frosty critters came to life, and how he's planning to use them to attack this castle.
Oh my, then it is as I feared, although there may be something we can do.
What are you thinking?
I imagine the creatures are manifesting themselves through some sort of link to those children you upset.
Okay, and what?
If you were to cheer up those same children, perhaps we can turn Anti-Santa's own army against him. He wouldn't stand a chance against all that Christmas cheer.
Well, it's worth a shot. How could I cheer up the children?
You must restore the spirit of Christmas you took away from them. I have a selection of gifts over there. Grab as many as you need, and deliver them to the children you upset.
Sure, I'll get to it right away. So, somewhere there are a bunch of presents. Oh yeah, I can just see them just in the corner. There's nice presents, so I guess 4 will probably do again. 1 for each child. We'll go all the way to Varrock and try and cheer them up. Although what's interesting is there's a happy gnome child over there, and I didn't spot that. I probably have to rewatch the footage to see if he's one there. I kind of feel that I missed the fact that I can't cheer him up. Oh well.
What do you want?
Give her the present. I double checked with Santa, and it seems his helpers made a mistake. You were meant to be on the nice list all along.
Really?
Yes, and to make up for it, Santa's asked me to give you this very special present. A glow of happiness appears in the child's face as they open the present. Wonderful, let's go find the other crying children and do the same for them. So once again you've got to go around to the children that you earlier made cry and give them a present. However, this time it's a good present that will make them happy again. I believe you got to go to all of the ones that you already made cry, so if you were to say want to go to the gnome child and you didn't make him cry before, then you can't talk to him. Once you've made them all happy again, head back to Falador to talk to Santa. So after cheering up all the children, we've gone back to Santa. I've cheered up all the children.
Great work. Now we just have to... Wait, what's that?
Targets approaching the castle. Defensive formations.
In Falador, heavy steps are approaching the castle.
Santa, your time is up. I'm here to put an end to this merry masquerade once and for all. Go get him, my frosty minions. Freeze his plans of festivity for good.
We obey, we obey, we obey.
Not so fast. Happiness will prevail.
The creatures stop and turn towards Anti-Santa.
What's this? What's going on?
All of a sudden, the frosty critters unleash a fury of attacks on Anti-Santa. Death suddenly appears and claim another victim. Death vanishes almost as quickly as he appeared, and Anti-Santa's soul remaining unclaimed.
What? You can't just leave me here.
Evil Bob appears.
You don't look so good. Do you want to meet my pet? His name's Pete. Or has this amulet of Santa speak broken again?
Do I get a choice?
No.
Ho ho ho, it actually worked! We are rid of that menace once and for all.
What will you do now?
I can finally leave the castle and carry on my festive duties. I believe you may have earned a spot on my nice list, despite everything you had to do. Please accept these rewards as a personal thank you for saving Christmas.
So wow, this event was surprisingly short, I found. It probably still took me a good 40 or so minutes. Yeah, 35 minutes. However, it was quite quick. There wasn't a lot of annoying things where you had to find things or run around just trying to collect things, but it was a very nice event. Again, yeah, we've got the rewards, so we had the Black Santa hat from before, party hat set from previous years, Santa hat from previous years, Christmas cracker from previous years. We've got our new inverted Santa hat, so let's have a quick zoom in and have a look at this. Very nice, I quite like that. It's kind of like, I wouldn't quite say it's a Santa hat, but it is kind of a wintry hat. I put my old hat on. And if you don't have all the previous rewards from previous years, then you will be getting them from this event. I find it very interesting and kind of a bit of a twist at the end, where they had Death come to claim Anti-Santa, but he decided that he just didn't want him. And in the end, Evil Bob came, took him for his pet, Pete. All in all, a very fun Christmas event, slightly different from previous ones. Can't fully remember the last year's one, but obviously they've sort of rounded off the Anti-Santa storyline. Don't know if they're going to be bringing him back anytime soon. Obviously he's not gone forever, but I'd say it's pretty safe to say he's probably not going to come back for a while. If you've not done this Christmas event yet, please make sure you go ahead and do it. It's always great fun to do. Obviously you've seen me go through it, very easy, and the rewards are always great. You get untradeable items, which are always fun, and obviously we get the so-called tradable rare ones, such as party hats, and they're always fun to get every year. If you want to watch my video for the Christmas 2015 update post, please click here for Christmas 2015. If you want to watch my video on the news post for the Future of Deadman mode, please click here for the Future of Deadman mode. And if you didn't know, I do a Roller Coaster Tycoon series, so please click here to check out my Roller Coaster Tycoon series. Currently I'm on the 8th park, Katie's Dreamland. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, Deathbox polls, and occasional in-game videos like this, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.